Argylle. Wait. Argylle. There you go. Welcome to the Dark Movie Channel. My name is Toby, and today, the newest spy movie from director Matthew Vaughn. I don't know. The director of the Kingsman movies. And yes, the Kingsman director made another spy movie. Wow, so shocking, right? Yeah, so shocking. I'm out of breath. And it's called Argylle, where we follow author Elly Conway's fictional espionage spy novel begins to mirror the covert actions of a real-life spy organization. Just by that plot alone, I mean, it sounds pretty fun, right? You can agree, it sounds pretty fun. And that is what kind of like the trailers depicted. The trailer we have seen over and 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 over.
3 hours later.
And over and over and over and over. And I thought this movie was going to be a fun, dumb ride, but it actually turns out to be the other way. For me, while I found it fun at times, I found this movie really disappointing. And I think the critics do agree too. Just look at these scores. Yeah, that's not good. Well, that's just Rotten Tomatoes critics. Let's look at... Oh, shit. Well, While this movie has a stacked cast with Bryce Dallas Howard, Sam Rockwell, John Cena, Samuel L. Jackson, and heck, even Henry Cavill is in this movie.
Look at this dude. Wait till you see the... No. Look at the top of his head.
It did not save the movie for me though. Now, before I go into a rant, because I'm 100% having one about like what I disliked about this movie, let's take a step back and figure out what actually worked for the movie. First of all, I enjoy a lot of the Matthew's... I'm just gonna call him Matthew. I enjoy a lot of Matthew's feature films, like Kingsman series, you know? For example, while it is filled with like a over-the-top action and just over-exaggerating, it is really fun. And that is what I thought and hoped Argylle was. I would say some moments was actually, you know, it was a dumb fun movie at some points. There are a lot of moments where that really worked in this movie for me. Like, for example, the sequence with the smoke bombs, you know, where they're smoking I probably shouldn't say that. Where they're shooting Anyway, that was actually really fun and kind of cool. So there's a lot to love about this movie. And with the cast, I mean, the stacked cast, like I said before, all these actors were good. I mean, it's Henry Cavill, it's Samuel L. Jackson. Every one of those people are just phenomenal actors. And I will say the first act was actually really strong for me, really solid. I love the build up. The opening was actually really great. Loved it. And I was trying to... I was kind of like loving trying to figure out who the real Agent Argylle is. Kind of, is it this guy? Is it this guy? Or maybe it's her. Or maybe it's a cat. But now it comes to like the rest of the movie. That's where it all started to go downhill. For me, because it's kind of subjectively, of course, I have my own opinions. You have yours. You know, I'm not trying to push it to say this is bad, even though it probably seems like that. It probably seems that I'm pushing you, but I mean, you have your own opinion. If you enjoyed it, I'm super happy for you, and I would love to talk with you down below. Shameless plug, I know, but I would seriously love to talk to you down in below in the description or whatever you want to. DM me, heck, DM me telling what you thought about the Argylle. it's fun. I love talking with, I love talking with you. And I would say the second and third act is really it just really became a joke. Especially that third act. Like I remember sitting next to my parents. My dad was sitting here, my mom was sitting there, and they were both just looking at me because I was first in backstory, I was really kind of engaged in this movie. I was like what the not of course speaking, but I was like doing all these like expressions, everything, and I remember both my dad and my mom just looking at me like, Toby, what the are you doing? Seems like you didn't like the movie. Dad jokes. What the fuck am I doing? What the fuck am I doing? If I ever do a spoiler review of this movie, because I will not, of course, promise anything, there are some things that I wanted really to talk about, but I can't because it's very spoiler heavy, and this is a spoiler-free review, just to be clear of that. And I wanted to talk about it, but if you guys want a spoiler review, be sure to comment down below. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to quit with this shameless prologue and everything. I'm sorry. I'm gonna save it to the end of the video. I'm sorry. For me, the second act was the beginning of the downfall. It wasn't bad. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't bad. But there's a lot of action sequences that I really enjoyed. And for me, this movie really felt like a movie I will never watch again because I've kind of seen it already. Of course, I do. Okay. Of course, I've seen it already. You know, I've seen Argylle already. But I meant like, I've seen this type of movie before in other movies. I've seen it so many times that it kind of just felt flat. And I can't go into details because it's revolving kind of like finding out the real age of Argylle and just really like, they could have gone a different route that would have been better. I was like, no, why are you not doing that? You could have done that. I even have a better script in my head. Like, come on, please. For the love of God, please. Listen to me. Please. Please make a better script. Please make a better story. Please. I'm begging you. But it's true though. You could have done something that is so much better. And especially with that post-credit scene, because there is a post-credit scene. I'm not gonna spoil it. Calm your ass down. I'm not gonna spoil it because it just really infuriates me. If I could have like filmed myself walking out of that theater, because dude, I think everyone around me was like seriously staring at me like, this is a public road or public space. Shut the up, please. So, because I went on a rant about this movie and how disappointing this movie was, and while leaving that theater, I was really just having mixed emotions and actually just filled with a lot of emotions, and like kind of enjoying it, but also like really mad about the movie, and I kind of needed to express it in this video. And maybe if I do a spoiler review, I'll do a more of like how furious and insane rant if you want to see that. I'm not going to promise anything, of course. I can't promise anything. Do not expect it. But if it comes, it comes, you know? I'm sorry, I have a 12-year-old brain. I'm sorry. I promise I'm older than 12, okay? Please, I promise. So basically just summing up the whole movie. Argylle was just disappointing. A tiny bit fun espionage movie that really just didn't hit the same as the Kingsman movies. So bringing up my ranking screen here, I will give the visuals and cinematography, even though it doesn't say it there, I will count the cinematography. I will give it a 7 out of 10. On a $200 million budget, it has a lot of cool moments and cinematography that is great work from George Richmond, a cinematographer that did a lot of movies like Kingsman, both Kingsman movies, free guy, and a highly anticipated movie of 2024. You guessed it, it is my boy Wade Wilson and Hugh Jackman, Deadpool 3. So I will definitely give credit to that. And the visuals are like, they're looking pretty decent at times. I will say the opening though, I noticed a lot of CGI that looked just kind of meh, but it didn't take me out of the movie, of course. I just noticed it and I wanted to talk about it. But if I will give acting and dialogue a ranking, I will give it an 8 out of 10. The acting is great. Bryce Dallas Howard, Samuel L. Jackson, Sam Rockwell, and heck, even Heisenberg himself is in this movie.
You're goddamn right.
Now for storytelling, here's what it kind of just sucked in, or just didn't succeed. And that's kind of why I'm giving it a 6 out of 10 for me. It's the second and third act that's just, it's way too ridiculous. I feel with so much over the top action that is so unrealistic. Now I know that's Matthew's style, but this was just way too much for me. Now for my personal enjoyment of the movie, I will rank it a 7 out of 10. I will say that there's a lot of fun moments that I enjoyed. I was laughing a lot, and it was a decent time at the theater. I just don't see myself rewatching this anytime soon or any time, honestly. Yeah, never. Don't think so. Now, what will it rank on a dark score? Well, let's see. Is it 4? 5? Oh, a 3 out of 5 stars. But critically, what does he rank? C-. Alright. But that's just my review of Argylle. I would love to talk to you about this movie and what you thought about the movie, and down in the comment section below, or DMs like I said. And look, if you want, I'm just going to straight out say it, if you want more unique movie reviews, and yes, it might be over confident on this, but I think my content is unique. I think my content is very unique with that like intro in the start, cinematic intro. I think it's unique, right? Yeah, you can agree. But my bad if it's a very overconfident. I'm sorry, yeah, my bad. But I would love for you to click that subscribe button down below. It really just shows me that you liked my content and want to see more of this ugly face. Or no, I'm sorry. I'm a bit depressed right now. Beautiful face, of course, beautiful. And heck, even if you liked the video, that will also just tell me that you liked my video. And heck, if you want to share my videos with your friends, tell them Toby or me, Dark Movies, has an insane rant about Argylle and that they need to see it. I do also have social media platforms, of course. If you want to follow me on Instagram, Twitter X, the same thing. I do have a TikTok and I also have a Discord. And if you want to see my hot takes and bad reviews of movies, and trust me, some of them are pretty bad. All of these links are down in the description below. And well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye, Agent Argylle. Peace out.